Juice review! sorry about that, Vic. Could not help myself. just a quick juice review today. I'm going to do a few more afterwards, but for now I'm just going to start off with a short one. This is one of my Wicked Witch e-liquid juices. Okay, it's a UK company. If you've seen my Nutella review, then this is the same company. Okay, this, as you can see, is Honeydew Melon. This particular bottle, 10ml bottle, and I've got it in 8mg strength. Okay, you can get this off the site, which by the way is wickedeliquid.co.uk. You can get this off the site in a range of nicotine strengths. I do believe they have 0, let me just check, 0, 8, 12, 18 and 24 milligrams. Okay, so you're pretty much covered. It's £3.99 for a 10ml bottle or £9.99 for a 30ml bottle. Okay, now I believe all of the Wicked juices are 50/50 PGVG. They're also freshly made, so when you order them you will need to let them steep for a bit. I ordered 6 liquids from for my first order. This is probably one of the only ones that didn't really need to steep. It's kind of had its flavour from the beginning, so that's always quite nice. Just using my 900 mAh Ego Twist style battery, variable voltage, got it set to, well, I'll go through a couple. Another thing that I like of Vic's is going through a couple of different voltages. Sorry Vic, stealing all these great ideas. Okay, and yeah, got lost then. Okay, so it is in an EVOD 2 tank. This has actually got a custom built microcoil with cotton. This was built by Jonco on the UKVapers forum. He's producing these now. You can buy them really cheap, but really fantastic. And yeah, they're cotton wicked microcoils. So anyway, let's give it a go. This is, by the way, at 3.7. Okay, so the kind of standard non-variable voltage, kind of fixed voltage. Okay, so 3.7. Ooh. Okay. Now let's have a look at 4.2. Vapor alert. Okay, and let's push it to the highest that this can go is 4.8. So we'll push it to there. Ooh, look at that, angry. Still working fine at 4.8. It's only a single coil that's in this, so I don't want to push it too hard and with cotton, but pretty impressed with Jonco's coil. It goes to 4.8 without any problems. Okay, right, it keeps the flavour throughout the whole range. There's no real difference in flavour, so if you vape it at 3.7, you're going to get pretty much the same flavour as if you head upwards towards 4.85, okay, so that's always good. For me, I prefer it a bit lower, just something about it's warm but it's not too hot. Sometimes getting quite a really warm vape with some of the fruit flavours can be a bit... But... yeah, it's definitely tastes of Honeydew Melon. There's no denying that. This is not some pale imitation. It's not some kind of shitty syrup. This tastes like Honeydew Melon. Okay, so I mean, presumably, if you're buying Honeydew Melon, if you're looking at Honeydew Melon, you want Honeydew Melon. Fair enough, and that is what you get. I have tried this out quite a bit in drippers. Well, not drippers, but like little dripping atomizers. In a tank it's got a bit more of a kick. I think that's probably actually the cotton and the microcoil, but whew, you can't argue with that. I mean, for a 50/50 liquid, it's pumping out some vapour. Some hella-some? Is that even a phrase? Some hella vapour? Who knows? But yeah, plenty of vapour. Surprisingly, in a dripping atomizer I wasn't getting much of a throat hit. and really this is 8 milligrams, so you're not really going to be missing it. Through this, again, probably through the microcoil and the cotton, it's giving quite a kick. Probably a kick that's on par with some of the kind of 16 milligram liquids, maybe even some of the weaker 18. So it has got a bit of a punch to it. It is just basically a pure honeydew melon. I mean, I've tasted a few other melon liquids, mostly watermelon, and it doesn't really taste like those. It does taste like a honeydew. You know, some of the watermelon liquids I've tried, like the Hanseng watermelon that I got from Kick, taste like watermelon. They have that kind of watery taste. This does taste like the melon it's supposed to be, which is pretty good, because they do also do a watermelon on the site. So be interesting to get that and see if they are quite different. But yeah, plenty of vapor, decent throat hit even at some of the lower level nicotine strengths, and yeah, it tastes quite nice. I don't know if, I mean, I have kind of filled this, but I don't know if it's something I would use as an all-day vape, just because of, for me, the throat hit's a bit stronger than I would probably like, and it's a nice flavour, but I mean, I've always found honeydew melons taste a little bit like pear drops. That's very sad, it's quite odd. They do have that kind of slight pear drop taste to them, and you know, you do get that with this. It's not overpowering. It's not pear drop liquid, but it is there, which is good. But it does mean that it's not the kind of thing that I could personally vape all day. If you absolutely love honeydew melons, maybe you could. But I'm actually finding as you let this rest in the tank, it does soften a little bit. I mean, when I first loaded this in with the new microcoil and let it sit for a bit, it was a bit harsh between the throat hit and a very intense flavour. It's actually mellowed a bit. That's not a bad thing. To be honest, it's actually quite a bit more vapeable now than it was at first. So yeah, I would kind of leave this to really soak into the wick, particularly if you're using cotton. Just let it saturate. But yeah, it's a nice liquid. Does it taste like what it's supposed to? 10 out of 10 really, because you instantly get the honeydew melon. It's a clear flavour. It's not kind of sugary or doesn't taste synthetic. It is a proper honeydew taste. Personally, I would probably, from when I first tried this in a tank, I would probably have given this maybe a 6 or a 7, probably a 7, because it's a nice liquid, but it was a bit too strong. Now that it's mellowed a bit, I think I'd probably give it an 8, purely because it's a very nice liquid. It's not something I would vape all day, but you know, it's not the